So what's up mga gar, welcome sa panibagong video na ito. At sa video na ito, try nating sasagutin ang katanungan ng ating isang follower na kung saan need pa ba ng isang licensed criminologist mag-take ng qualifying written examination or yung QWE. Okay, so bago natin yan sagutin mga gar, i-discuss ko muna sa inyo kung ano nga ba ang QWE o yung qualifying written examination. So yung qualifying written examination ay isa sa mga stages ng recruitment sa uniformed personnel na kung saan ay kailangan mo itong pasahin kasi ito ay ang may pinakamataas na percentage sa yung magiging final rating. Ito ay nagko-compose ng 40% of your final rating mga gar. So ito ay 100 items test, paper and pen, at ito ay binubuo ng iba't ibang subcategory. So sa general information or current events, dapat meron kang wide range of idea or knowledge sa mga Philippine Constitution. Okay, at sa mga current events, kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa ating bansa or internationally. And then yung code of conduct ng mga public servant, yung mga code of ethics na tinatawag, at yung mga public officials, yung mga branches of government. So dapat meron kang wide range of knowledge about dito kasi ito ay pwedeng lumabas sa kategorya or sa part ng general information or yung current events. So meron tayong mga sample questions dito at yung mga posibleng sagot no ng current events at general information. So pwede kayong mag-search sa mga reviewers or sa mga websites na reliable, and then you can have a mock test no para magkaroon kayo ng wide variety ng information about this category. Next part ng iyong QWE ay yung vocabulary, which is 15% of that 100 item test. So sa vocabulary, syempre dapat meron ka ring deeper comprehension no, yung grammar skills mo dapat ay nahon mo na dito. Like for example sa mga questions na ito na kailangan mong intindihin yung mga keywords sa bawat tanong at para makuha yung meaning or yung synonyms ng highlighted words. Next part is yung synonyms na meron ding 15%. So ang pagkakaiba ng synonyms sa vocabulary is that yung vocabulary is meron ka pang sentences or phrase at pwede ka pang makakuha dito ng mga keywords or mga clues sa mga sentence na ito. Pero yung synonyms ay magbibigay lang ito ng isang word or compound words, and then kailangan mong tukuyin kung ano ang kasing kahulugan nito sa mga choices. So dapat ikaw din ay may background sa mga different words, no, wide variety of words, familiar ka din kasi nga yung ibang words dito ay napakalalim talaga at bagong-bago sa atin bilang applicant. So dapat wide reader tayo at saka meron tayong foundation na maganda sa English, no? Next is yung grammar and correct usage. So although this is somewhat related sa vocabulary na part, is that you have to understand yung tanong and then kukuha ka ng hint or mga keywords doon sa mismong sentences or sa question. The next part is yung analogy. So this is a fun part for me, no, kasi although challenging pero maganda. Like for example sa tanong na ito, like yung odometer is for mileage and then yung compass is for blank. So kung alam mo kung ano yung odometer is an instrument para ma-identify yung mileage. So kung ang compass is also an instrument, so ano yung kanyang tinatry na i-find out or identify. So that is the direction. Okay. So direction. So sa mga choices na yon, although may mga multiple items naman ito, you have to choose no kung saan doon. So that is analogy. So second question is yung like for example, yung window is for pain and then book is for blank. So kung wala kang background about pain or about kung ano yung pain na tinatawag sa bintana, so mahihirapan kang i-find out kung ano yung para sa book. So yung window is made up of panes, no? And then book is made up of what? Okay, so ito yung mga choices, and then it is made up of pages. So those are some examples of analogy. So parang magandang part ng QWE yan, but yet challenging if yung comprehension mo at yung vocabulary mo is mababa. The next part is the reading comprehension. Okay, for me, ito talaga yung pinaka-challenging part nung take ako ng QWE in our times, no, noong 2021, because this bibigyan ka ng mahabang phrases or yung paragraphs about a story or a part of the story, and then you have to read it all and you have to identify only one or two items about that paragraphs. So time consuming, and then mahaba yung babasahin mo, kailangan mo matukoy yung main idea, but yet isa o dalawang items lang ang about doon sa paragraph. So for me, may I suggest na pwede mong gamitin yung scanning at skimming na technique dito, no? So scanning kung doon mo mismo makikita yung sagot sa mismong paragraph, or yung skimming kung main idea or main topic yung hinahanap or out of that paragraph. So although time consuming siya, but then you have to read it quick and then comprehend it quickly and then answer the following questions, kasi marami pang mga 10 items ito sa buong 100 items ng QWE. So it's very time consuming. So the last part is yung mathematics na part. So sa ayaw at sa gusto mo, no, kung ikaw magte-take ng QWE, merong mathematics doon. Kahit iwasan pa natin ito, nandun talaga si mathematics. Although this is only 10 items, but then challenging din to because it's a wide range of mathematical topics, no? Mathematics topic like yung percentage, yung mga rate and speed, yung mga volume. Although wala naman ditong very high type of questions like yung mga derivatives or mga calculus or mga differential equations. Although mga basics lang dito sa mathematics, but yet it will pose some challenge to you if yung background mo sa mathematics or yung numerical skills mo tinatawag ay medyo mababa. So as for you, kung ikaw ay magte-take ng QWE, all of those na binanggit ko ay you have to prepare for it, no? You have to be a wide reader, i-practice mo yung sarili mo sa English and sa vocabulary skills, and then of course sa numerical skills. Okay, so if you want to pass the QWE. So ayun na nga, balikan natin yung tanong ni Sir kung isa sang licensed criminologist, no, at need pa ba mag-take ng qualifying written examination. Okay, so based sa Republic Act 11131 or yung Philippine Criminology Profession Act of 2018, lahat ng licensed criminologist ay exempted na mag-take ng qualifying written examination of all na ina-applyan nila, like yung sa PNP, yung sa BJMP, yung sa Bureau of Fire Protection, and then sa mga sa Bucor. So they are exempted because that is their privilege, no? So no need na sila mag-take ng examination, ng qualifying written examination, then automatically they can proceed to the next stage of recruitment. Okay, pero sir, paano kung ako is may tiwala ako sa kakayahan ko, no, at kailangan ko at kayang-kaya kong ipasa yung qualifying written examination, because automatic yung license cream ay magkakaroon ng 75% rating, no, yung passing rating doon sa QWE. So kung gusto mong taasan, may tiwala ka sa sarili mo, pwede ka bang mag-take ng QWE? Pwede ka bang mag-insist na mag-take ng QWE? The answer is yes, by submitting a petition, no, or a waiver na wini-waive mo yung privilege mo to not to take the qualifying written examination because you want to take the QWE yourself. Okay, so need mong mag-submit ng waiver, okay, before ka mag-take ng QWE. Okay, so ito pa, so paano kino-compute yung magpro-proceed sa next stage of recruitment? So ganito yan. So yung tinatawag nilang quota times 2 ay susundin, no? For example, yung quota per region is only 150 applicants, no, for this application. So times 2, that is 300. And then for example 500 yung nag-take ng QWE. Lahat yun ay nakapasa. But then, kung susundin mo yung quota times 2, only the top 300 will proceed to the next stage of recruitment. Okay? So, dandun yan sa guidelines, no, ng recruitment and hiring of FO1 or Fire Officer 1 applicants. Okay? And then, ito pala, if you are going to take the qualifying written examination, you have to bring your own black ball pen, yung valid IDs mo, and then yung ID pictures kung 1x1 or 2x2 yung nire-require. And then depende kung papayagan kayo ng inyong region or mga examiners na magdala ng light snacks. Okay, so ayan, no? So disclaimer ha, so lahat ng yan ay based sa aking sariling experience when I took the qualifying written examination, based sa mga reliable naman na mga sources na binabasa natin, no, from the national headquarters and other sources. Yan yung patakaran sa QWE. So my advice is to prepare because mahirap din yung QWE at maraming nagfe-fail dito because of the lack of vocabulary skills and the numerical skills. So dapat ikaw ay wide reader, sabi ko nga, at yung i-practice mo yung numerical skills mo kahit sa basic mathematics lang, yung mga quick formula na tinatawag, no? So i-practice mo yon kung gusto mo talagang makapasa at makaproceed sa next stage of recruitment. Okay, so mga gar, if you have other, no, na idadagdag sa mga nabanggit ko, feel free to comment down below. And then kung may correct kayo, no worries, you are free also. And then if you like this at kung nakatulong ito, you can like this video, you can follow me, and then thank you mga gar. Peace out.